Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play Retail Tycoon 2. Now this game just got out of beta-ish. Not a new game, but only semi-new. And I'll be showing you how to get 5 stars and, how to, get lots of money. So first, you're gonna need like every item, but that's gonna take a while. But you have to get a higher star rating, and in order to do that, you have to give it full decoration, crowdness, and shelter. So to get shelter, you have to have walls around every place the customers walk. So if they walk right here, you have to have walls around here somewhere. But the easiest way is to just put roofing over all the places the customers walk until that is a 5-star. Now you can just click the manage store button, and shelter it'll show you how many stars in each thing is. Now for decoration is the hardest one to get 5 stars in, and it usually is kind of what is the most expensive. So how you do it is you click on this button right here, and it'll show you how decorated each spot is. Now usually you'll want each place to be green. Now the greener it is, the more decorated. The easiest thing to do is potted plants. There is a max limit of 200, but it's either hanging plants or the fountain, which gives you 40 decoration. And as you can see, this place isn't very decorated because it's a parking lot. But if I place this here, then this will all become green. Now I don't want that there because this place needs a lot of decoration. Yeah, that's how you do decoration. It does cost a lot. Now the best tiling is marble, but gives you 10 decoration for each tile. However, each tile is $400, which is a lot. So your best bet is to first do concrete, and then do wood or carpet. And the color of anything does not matter, just for looks. Now, that's decoration, but decoration is the hardest to do and the most expensive. Now, crowdness is not the expensive, but the hardest to deal with. Now, to fix crowdness, you have to click this button, and the yellower things are, or orange, the worse it is. If it's yellow, like right here, then that means it is pretty crowded. But if you see anything orange, you have to fix that. Like these are not very yellow because there's 2 doors here. The best thing to do is, if you only have one entrance, use 2 separate doors instead, 2 single doors, like I did right here, to remove the orange. But if you have enough space, like this, you can use 2 separate sliding doors. Sliding doors are the best, but they're only good if you can put 2 of them there. Now, the best thing for crowdness is to not put fences. If you put fences like this, in a certain way, like that, then it makes the crowdness a lot more. Now, You can do it depending on what you want. If you want it for good looks, then it's perfectly fine. But you will not get the 5-star rating. And the higher rating you have, the more customers will come per car. So you might get one customer in this car. So like, if I go here and I place one right here, then because I have a 5-star rating and a giant sign over there, in maybe less than 10 more seconds ish, I don't know, might take a while, but that's what Crowdness is. It's the hardest, but you really don't want orange. Anything orange is bad. And what you mostly things like around the stair areas are really crowded. The best thing to do in things like this is either move things around, but it's pretty hard to move things like this around. This I just have to deal with, but not just one thing. You can, if this is fine, then it'll be good. But yeah, like, see, if I do this, that might fix it. But yeah, that's Crowdness. Now, there's probably car here. Yeah, see, car here already. Now, how to get even more customers in Retail Tycoon 2 is you can build signs. Now, if you go to infrastructure and you go to here, you can create signs. Like, now I can simply just, now look, if I just delete this, I delete this, and I move this right here, and then if I put a sliding door here, and I just maybe place a simple window right there, and I delete this, and I delete this, and I delete this, then, because now I have $60,000, because the biggest signs, which have 100 signage, cost $50,000. Now, I can do that. Now, however, I do not want to do that because usually I will put things like usually I do things like that, and then I do that, and then I do marble, where's marble? Here, and smooth plastic. Now, that's usually what I do for that, but you need a game pass in order to change that. However, the biggest sign you have will depend how fast customers can come. The amount of stars you have depends how many customers come per car. The amount of the faster cars come in will depends on your sign. Now, to get a better sign, you have to have more money, and then I will make a separate video explaining how to get a store as big as this without spending Robux. Now, it does take a while, but if you really like this game, it's worth it. Now, you can get either one, the big roof sign, LED sign, or billboard, and they're all the same thing, just different looks, because they have 100 signage. Now, the amount of signage depends how many people can come to your store. at a time, or how fast they come. So big roof sign, LED, and billboard are the same, but the big roof sign can only be put on roofing. So they can be put here, but they cannot be put on the first floor. Or actually they can, but usually they aren't. So I put mine on my roof right here. And yeah. Whoops. So roofing it's the same thing as putting concrete, marble, whatever. Just roofing is usually the way to go if you're not gonna have customers walk on it. Because roofing only costs $10 per tile, which is the cheapest besides grass. But people don't usually like grass. But roofing NPCs cannot walk on this. But usually you wouldn't have NPCs walk on areas like this, but they can walk on this. Now, yeah, it's basically how to do 5 stars. It's as simple as that. Now, a lot of the times it's not as exact as I just said. A lot of the times it just doesn't work. But you're gonna have to move things around a lot. And yeah, you're just gonna have to move things around, especially for crowdness. So yeah, that's basically it. Short summary is decoration. You click this button and it shows you how decorative your thing is. You want everything to be green. Once everything is green, you get 5 stars on that. Shelter, literally as simple as just walls around all the area you have, a roof over everything they walk over, and 5 stars on that. Okay. If you're going for looks, then you probably will never get 5 stars. Crowdness is it's not that simple. You press this button. You don't want to have a lot of yellow. If there's a lot of yellow, maybe move things to the side where it's green, so everything turns yellowish green, which is usually pretty good. But yeah, that's basically what it is. And you can also, you don't want your store so big. If it's this big, it has to have everything in it, and it also has to have, enough to the point where it needs to be this big. Like I have jewelry here, furniture here, instruments, electronics, food, more food, all the, what's it called? It's outdoor equipment. Toys, paint, all of that stuff over here, more furniture, and the rest of the stuff, clothing. So it has to be really big in order to fit all this without it being too crowded. But yeah, that's kind of how you get a 5 star, and you get lower ratings if somebody doesn't find what they want. So say this person, come on, let me click on you. Okay, this person, he wanted to buy 3 shirts. And he has $66 left to spend. So customers will walk in with a certain amount of money, like this guy has $218, and he will either leave or go to buy something else. But if he's looking for, say, a TV, and I don't have a television, then he will say, I didn't find everything I wanted, and then he will leave, and he will leave a bad rating. Now, you have to have every single type of item, literally every item. So you can't just have one single piece of jewelry. But I can't just have rings in my jewelry display cases. I can't just have necklaces. I have to have rings. I have to have earrings. I have to have bracelets, and I have to have necklaces. Same goes for everything else. I mean, all of this, every single one, not just one of each. That is how you get a 5-star rating. Just as simple as that. And yes, you may have to grind a little bit to get enough money for it. But once you're good, you can get a lot of money. Like, I've already gotten enough money for another parking spot. So yeah, that's basically it. I guess I'll see you next video. And as always, you wave. Bye!